Okay, I'm bringing this video just to help out the Midori traveler notebook binders sisters that are out there. I love a good Midori. I usually do 3 signatures with a Midori, but Seven Plaza just did a 4 signature one with the Midori binding, which is basically elastic. I love the flexibility of it. I love the being able to pull it out, the whole entire signature, rearrange, take one page, work on it, put it back in. But what I don't like is that when you do elastic, and if you saw Margaret Seven Plaza's video, you know, she's wanting to go across to have that Midori, right? But then where does the other part go? So like you would think it would go to the back, right? And so you would have stitches in the front and stitches in the back, and maybe that's not a look that you want to have. So we need to address that. Also, maybe your page and your book are very close. So what she did, and this is a trick that I did see from her, was that she would wrap it around this way, so that way the elastic is coming and it's going to be pulled taut by this. So that was good because it gives you a little extra room. But the problem is still, you know, what are you doing here? So I'm going to give you an example of why I'm doing this video. So I'm measured this page with this piece of construction cardboard. It's 5 5/8. Okay, so let's say 6 because we need a little bit to kind of, tie. So we have to go 1, 2, front and back. 1, 2, 1, 2. So that's 6-inch length times 8. That's 48 inches of elastic. Okay, so what I have here is wax thread, but it is 48 inches. So it's, 12. I know you can't see my hand completely. 12, 12, and 12, right? So, and that's even might be a little bit shorter than probably what we would wind up using because I'm only giving us like about a half an inch or about an inch to tie it. Okay, because you can do that because you need to have that taunt. But I want to show you 48 inches of having to do is crazy. So here's how we can do a Midori where everything stays on the inside and you're not using as much of the elastic. So what you want to do is you want to, excuse me. Okay. Yeah, okay. Just, we're going to start with this. We're going to place our piece in here, right? And then you're saying, normally we would think, oh, I would come up and be on the back. No, we're going to do the wraparound like she did before, right? And then we're going to go up this way, okay? So the string is going this way. We started in the bottom hole. We went out, around, and up. And then we're going to go around and back in. Okay? So we're going to have 2 things being accomplished here, right? One, we're going to have the extra because we're going to have the whole page being involved. And we're not going to have very much on the back, okay? We're going to then do the next one, right? So how do I get to the next line? Instead of going down and all the way around again, I'm going to go to the next hole, go through it. And then I'm going to pull some more string, remember? Okay. Or elastic, okay. I'm going to bring it over, okay, so we're already over, and then I'm going to put it into the bottom hole here, and I am on the outside, no, sorry about that, I'm going to put it around and come in from the back, okay, all right, so now we have 1, 2, okay, we have this hanging out, and we don't have anything on the back. Now we're going to keep going. We're going to pull some more string. Okay, pull it through here. Now it's taking longer because this is showing you how to. Okay, then we're going to have, so we have our first string. We're going to go through. We have our second string. Now we're not going to go up. we're going to go to the side down here. Okay, so now we're on the third section. From there, we're going to do the same thing we did before, which is to come from the back and go around, and then go around and come from the outside back in. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I thought this was going to be a reel. We're going to add some more, pull some more string. Okay, and we're going to pull it through. Now, you're going to, you're like, okay, this is tedious. This is only because I want to be able to show you the comparison, and you'll see in a moment. Okay, so we're just following through, pulling everybody through, right? Getting it tighter, etc. Okay, and then like that. Pull this one through here, up here. Okay, we got this one coming through here. All right, perfect. Okay, now we have our first one, our second one, our third one. They're all being held apart by the full thing. And now to get to this hole, I'm going to go over this way. Okay, and then I'm going to bring it around. Okay, and then I'm going to go past the hole and I'm going to bring it inside. Okay. Okay, so now let's take a quick little look at the entire thing before we finalize anything. Okay. And I'm going to follow it through again. We went in, came around the whole thing, came in, crossed over, went out, came around the whole thing, came in from the front, crossed over, again, out and around, right? From the inside, from the back, came in, went across, went around, all the way around, came back in. So now if we look, we don't have anything except for 4 little notches, which is helping us to keep the Midori open. Okay, and then we have these 2 pieces here. Okay, so now what do? You see how much string is left? Look at this. We're talking about, here's 0, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 times 2. That's 20 inches of string that is extra that we didn't have to use, because remember, we pulled 48, which is what this used. Okay, so we can do this where we don't have all 20 inches being wasted. Okay, and so then how do we tie it? We just go behind, right? We go behind there so that this is loose and we can put papers. We take this one, we go behind here, and now we're both in the middle. Okay, so you can see we're in the middle here. We can put papers under here, we can put papers under here, and under here, right? So all we have to do is now just, I'm going to put one little knot because I don't want to keep it like that. Put one little knot here, right? And that would be where we would tie our elastic. I'm going to put a bow so you can see. I can get my fat fingers out the way. Okay, so we would be going up and down, up and down. We would be going on the outside. We'd be creating the maximum height. We have 4 signatures, right? We'd have our little knot tied down there, nice and tight with the elastic. And the front, or the back of the spine, looks like this. So, perfect. Okay, we are saving almost 20 inches of elastic by doing it this way. Okay, maybe it feels a little like clumsy. Again, first time you're seeing it, first time I'm trying to teach it this way, which is totally valid, right? But I know that Margaret was looking for another way where this wouldn't happen. And her solution was to just do them individual. And doing them individual, even in her video, she mentioned how she hopes she can find more elastic, which we hoard stuff. We all hoard stuff, right? We want to keep our things and we want to have it for future uses, but we need to use it, but then, use it efficiently. So anyway, so you could just cut this here. The other thing is you could make your knot down here, and guess what? you can then have long strings of elastic sticking out if you so choose, and put dangles. So if this was your spine, right, this is your spine, you could have two strings of dangles happening here, right? Or if you started on the top, then let's say, for example, if you had started it up here, right, your dangles could be up here in the center, hanging over outside of your journal. So I hope that you guys appreciate that. I know it's the vertical way because I thought it was going to be fast, but guys, you know me, when I'm ever like super fast, I want to make sure that I'm thorough and that it's understood. So if you want me to do this again in a journal, bigger size, etc., I'll do it again. Hit me up with a comment. We'll make another journal with 4 signatures. I haven't done that on the channel yet, and we can see this a little better. But mind you, this method, right, is going to save us almost half of what doing individuals will do. So you may want to consider it. So please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the next journal building adventure. All right, ciao, ciao, bye.